So very recently, our School of Bioscience and Technology has been recognized as one of the top 10 biological science school. So that recognition came from Knowledge Reviews, which is one of the famous blog, Inside Success. So they recognize School of Bioscience and Technology as one of the top 10 research intensive institution in India.
I think biochemistry is a good science field because we can work with everything if you are a biochemist, because you can work on biomolecules, you can work about the use of biomolecules for application. So I think biochemistry is a good field because we can go everywhere.
Myself, Prakasam Vishwanathan, so I'm the Professor and Dean for School of Bioscience and Technology. We have 4 major departments. So one is the Department of Biotechnology, Biomedical Sciences, and then Integrative Biology, Biosciences department. So these are the major 4 departments. So under these 4 major departments, we have 6 different programs. So we have a B.Tech Biotechnology and an M.Tech Biotechnology program. So we do have 3 specific M.Sc postgraduate program. All are 3 2-year programs. One is an M.Sc in Biotechnology, Biomedical Genetics, and then Applied Microbiology. So in addition, we do have 1 5-year integrated program. It's an integrated biotechnology program where when the students are really finishing off their plus 2, they usually come and join for this particular program, and then they usually stay here for 5 years. So these are the major programs we have as a part of the school.
We do have many interdisciplinary and translational studies going on at VIT. So it's a transdisciplinary, interdisciplinary and translational studies. It is not that only Biotech students are doing only biotechnology course or mechanical engineer does only mechanical engineering course. It is interconnected. So there are faculty who are doing, who do many research programs connected, as well as we have certain curriculum where they are going to study very interdisciplinary courses as well.
We have altogether close to 120 faculty members put it together. So all our doctorates in biological science in various disciplines. So we have close to 410 research scholars as a part of our school. When you look at the present trend, so every one of the people, they really need of some medications. And then so that's from the healthcare sector side. So the entire world is actually filled with a lot of contaminants, environmental contaminants. So that need to be really mitigated properly. So for all these things, we have a specific answer through the biological studies.
The basic thing what Google uses is artificial intelligence. That is again bio-inspired. Intelligence is biological. And the program they use is artificial neuronal network. And neuronal network is biological. So you cannot avoid biology if you simply ignore it. It is going to come to you. Rather, my suggestion would be to grasp it.
So we signed close to 150 MOUs. So the entire campus level with our VIT, so we have close to 300 MOUs we have signed with various international universities and institutions. That really enhances our collaborative activity with the foreign universities. So in addition, we are also sending our own students to foreign institutions. Those we have a sort of an MOU where they can try to do their whether a 6 months capstone project or a 1-year capstone project. So very recently we have signed an MOU with Indianapolis University where we are sending our own students to IUP UI, so for a 2-year program where they usually do on a 2-year program here at VIT. They'll spend 2 years there at Indianapolis. So they'll do on a 1-year coursework there, and then they'll complete their capstone project also as a part of the degree program.
One important event is called IGEM. IGEM is an international genetic engineering mission. Every year it is conducted in Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, in United States in Boston. 2018, this department, we got the fund from DPT. In fact, even now the DPT is supporting throughout India only 5 institutes, top class institutes. I'm very happy to share that VIT is one among the top 5 institutes in India to receive such a prestigious amount. And with this one, around 15 students and two faculties visited MIT Boston, where the students have showcased their research findings, and we received Bronze Award for the very first time. It is continuing. Last year, 2019, again we went to the IGEM program, and there is a great improvement. This time we received the silver medal, and we hope in future we may get the gold medal or so on. We encourage the students to do in institutes like MIT, Oxford and Harvard, and in fact with respect to the medical institutes, John Hopkins and other institutes, our students are getting their capstone project. Apart from that, they are also appearing for several grant, and several students are getting such a grant with the EMBL, that is the European Molecular Biology Lab, and they're getting their training or a workshop for a short span of time, let's say like a 2 weeks to 4 weeks, and they are getting the training in the Max Planck Research Institute or other top class institute in Europe or US.
So we are more into research, and so through our research, so we are teaching undergraduate and postgraduate students so that they try to prime them for the industrial need and then so the future need.
Under the fully flexible credit system, students are given an opportunity to register for the courses that they want to register for. They are also given freedom in terms of the slot, the timetable. So this is a wonderful idea that's mooted by the management of the university.
3 P's we consider with respect to the biotechnology. 1 P is for publications, 2nd P is for projects, and 3rd P is patents.
In VIT, we have a very unique component to our courses. We have a lecture component and practical component, and there is one more component, that is a project component. This J component or project component helped me a lot and helped my students a lot to rediscover their own skills and potentials in innovations.
We have been appointed close to 150 faculty members as an adjunct faculty members. So they usually come from different sectors of the globe. They usually come and prime our students and faculty members. So we're also promoting joint collaborative works, joint initiatives between the institutions, and then a student exchange program, faculty exchange program. So all these things have been really doing.
I'm Cedric Delat. I'm associate professor in University of Clermont-Auvergne in France. It's near to Paris and a lot of some very famous city. I'm associate professor in biochemistry.
The faculty members have worked very hard to ensure that all the major topics in biotechnology are covered, considering the interdisciplinary nature of the subject. So they take a wide variety of courses in, for example, biochemistry, cell biology, microbiology, and certain courses in industrial biotechnology. For example, bioprocess technology, unit operations, mass transfer, principle of chemical engineering, plant operation design, and things like that. So it's not that it's all biology. They're also exposed to a lot of aspects in engineering. Specifically, I would like to point out in the first year, they do take courses in physics, engineering, graphics, and programming. Teachers are also made to pull up their socks, so to speak. They have to deliver the subject in a manner that is comprehensible, palatable, and likable from the student's point of view. So I think it's a win-win situation for both the student and the faculty. The faculty needs to upgrade his or her knowledge on a continual basis and use modern teaching methodologies so that the learning becomes enjoyable from the student's point of view.
We procured a lot of equipments, high-end equipments like we started with scanning electron microscopy, which is actually funded by Government of India. And then so through one specific program called BSFT. There is one other flagship program as a part of the School of Bioscience and Technology is in a Bioinspired Design lab.
We all know wheels, right? And wheels can roll, but wheels are never natural. In living systems, there isn't anything wheel. Nobody rolls, everybody walks. But when we try to devise cars, automotives for multiple terrains, on the road, on hills, in water, legs are far more selected. This is a contraption designed by a student under my mentorship. This is a thing which can really roll on. but this is called a wake concept. Wake. This is not a new concept, but the student had made some modification on this wake. Wake as in will and leg, and this is called Bioinspired Design. So you take some inspirations from biological world and apply it in your engineering real world problem and find a solution to it.
So we have 3 specific centers. So one is a Center for Bioseparation Technology, which is purely funded by Department of Science and Technology. The other 2 centers are, one is a Center for Nanobiotechnology, and then Center for Biomaterials and then Molecular Theranostics. So their major goal is to bring a lot of funded projects, and then which can really assist even the societies after some time.
One is from the EID Paris, where they are looking for their samples to analyze with respect to the DNA or protein and other component of the chlorella, which is chlorella growth factors we are doing. The another major consultancy project is along with the food biotechnology related that we are doing with the ITC. And we receiving so many funded projects within India as well as outside India. We have projects from Department of Biotechnology, CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, DST, that is the Department of Science and Technology, BRNS, Board of Research in Nuclear Sciences, ICMR. So that is very, very essential, because these projects is not only getting kind of the knowledge to the PhD scholars, but also to the young minds like B.Tech students as well as the M.Tech students.
Finally, this is an Artemia laboratory that cultures the brine shrimp, very small shrimps, which is a live feed. It is one of the most widely used live feeds for aquaculture, for the culture of fish, culture of prawns, then culture of even crabs, all these things. Brine shrimp is the live food. And this work is part of Indo-Belarus International Collaborative Project funded by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. This is a laboratory that focuses on the endocrinology, molecular endocrinology of reproduction and growth in crustaceans. We focus on shrimps and crabs. That is what we are essentially interested in. That is what we are focusing on, because not much work has been done on this field.
Our research focuses on bioremediation. We mainly treat the waste materials like soil, water, subsurface material using the indigenous bacteria and also the plant to convert them into the usable form. For instance, we can highlight 2 things. One, we have developed a bioreactor for the treatment of tannery effluent using some indigenous bacteria. Even we have installed these bioreactor in some of the tanneries which are nearby to Vellore and Ronipet, and they have successfully operating it, and they are converting the effluent water into some sort of potable water. Second, we have even designed and developed a composter for the conversion of food-based, agriculture waste, garden waste into organic manure.
In terms of research collaborations, I've been very fortunate to interact with Dr. Jayant Kandare, who is a scientist in Piramal Life Sciences. We had 2 of our master's students go there and do work over a 6-month period, and that work culminated in a publication in a high impact factor journal, in fact International Journal of Pharmaceutics.
After joining here, I published more than 100 publications, and I also obtained more than 7 funded projects from different funding agencies. I'm also international visiting professor in well-reputed institutes like University of Essex and so on. I feel all my growth and development in VIT is only because of the students, and it's a kind of a win-win opportunity. We train the students, and similarly the students are also interested to work in our lab, and by which they are publishing a paper when they are completing even undergraduate degree. I hope this is one of the best thing in VIT.
So our goal here is to inculcate the entrepreneurial aspects at the beginning of the semester itself. Our school is more associated with the technology business incubator, where we got funds from the Department of Biotechnology. So Biotechnology Research Assistant Council, so they given an enormous fund for student entrepreneurial aspects. So we got very close to 3.5 crores grant from DBT. So they are assisting us in converting our own students to become an entrepreneur.
Because of our collaboration with the National University of Singapore, we have every 4 years we have a conference being held at VIT. So it's a National University Singapore and VIT. So we have all the faculty from Singapore related to biology from Yanglu School of Medicine coming over here and then conducting a conference and a workshop over here. So this helps the students to get in touch with them. So, you know, what actually happens, each student tries to get in touch with one faculty over here during their stay, and then afterwards they see that later on they get in contact with them and then go for their higher studies. And they are exposed to, like, they can present a poster, they get some prizes, and all the talk is also given by young scientists. So this all helps the students in their growth. Although they may be first year B.Tech Biotech or first year M.Sc, but I think they all are well known, they're updated with what is happening in the outside world. That's more important for us.
We are bringing the companies here. So every other year, we usually bring close to 100 different companies, pharma companies, or with the different sectors of the biological companies. So we'll ask them to be here for 2 days or 2.5 days. So they try to interact with our students and faculty members. They try to observe what are the kind of ideas so we have, and then they try to give a proper orientation to all those ideas for converting the ideas to a prototype. We call that particular summit as a Bio Summit, where we have more interactions between the academic setup and then industrial setups, so that a lot of industrial people, they will come and give a proper orientation to our faculty members and then students.
So DNA Day is being celebrated every year only at VIT all over India. So this was, we started this 7th DNA Day, which is going to be celebrated now. It is completely done by the students of Biomedical, M.Sc Biomedical Genetics students.
Through our school, so we have 3 specific societies and clubs and chapters for the students. So as a part of the club, so the students will be engaging in some social related programs, like so they usually conduct a lot of training program workshops for our own students and then for the external students, in the sense, so we usually give a lot of training program to the government school children. They try to create a lot of science awareness among the younger generations. So this, it's not only when the students are really coming here, when they look for they won't really look for the placement alone. So even in addition, so we try to give them a lot of other avenues where they try to reach out the societies, and then they try to give a lot of awareness related to the different epidemiological diseases that are really coming in, and then the science awareness among the school children.
And that social responsibility, when it's inculcated in the minds of the students at a young age, will also augur well for the future of Indian society in general.
VIT is such a platform that you can do anything and everything here. So you should know yourself. If you know yourself very well, then you can use it very well. That every possibility is there. If you want to excel in sports, then you can go to the sports field. If you are interested in culture, so you have more than 150 clubs and chapters in VIT, so they can go there. If you want to be do some social work and all, NGOs are there. So it's a pretty big platform. So whatever you want to do, there is a big opportunity here. So you should stay grounded to your personality and think what you want to do. Then discuss with the people, with like-minded people and common interest, all these things, then you can choose. That's fine.
This proctoring system has been initiated so that the student does not feel like a fish out of water. He or she knows there's someone out there at the faculty level who's willing to listen to him or her and provide solutions in a timely and effective manner.
And many of the students come from different parts of India because of the hostel facility and also because of the proctoring system here, where the faculty take care of the children. It's like a mother, guardian away from home.
My particular proctor have always been like a family, or more than a family, a parent to me, because any small issue regarding attendance, any personal issue, if I'm feeling anxious about something, if I am hungry and I don't have money, if I'm worrying about marks, if I'm worrying about losing my 9-pointer, anything, he has been there. And he says it so calmly, you know, and so coolly that while listening to him, I actually, given all my attention, and I'll be like, okay, life is cool, I'm on the right track. And I would like to say that just be open to any kind of opportunities, be welcoming to whatever comes your way, because this campus in particular will give you so many things that at one point of time you'll actually feel like, okay, I have so many feathers in my cap and what should I do with it now? But for that to happen, you should come out of your shelf.
They are very encouraging towards growth of every individual associated with this college, be it students and also be it the faculty members. They consider both of them as their assets.
I think the youngsters are great, I would tell you. I always think the younger generation knows a lot, they have a lot of ideas. I always go with them so that I get some more idea. I want to be a teacher forever.